Welcome to Wild and Crazy Consoles, the show that goes anywhere and does anything to discuss these last-gen consoles. With your host, Andy, Kathy, Josh, and Shelby.
Consoles.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 14 of the Pixel Pub Podcast. This is a special episode of the Pixel Pub Podcast because in less than a week, in a matter of days, actually, the Xbox Series X and Series S are launching, and 2 days after that, the PlayStation 5 is launching here in North America.
Woo.
So we thought, or a friend of ours thought, it would be a fun idea, and we just took it to do a podcast looking back on the consoles that were the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4.
A suggestion from a fan.
Suggestion from a fan. A good suggestion. And we've set it up here as a nice little video podcast just to do something different, I thought. Got the stuff, why not use it?
Yeah.
Let's go all out with this shit. So, this is going to be, we got probably the longest Google Doc ever for a Pixel Pub podcast for this episode, but there's no real format here. So, I figured we'd start out with the Xbox One. This is the box for the original launch $500 Xbox One, and the Xbox One came out on November 22nd, 2013.
Hold on. Really? That long
2013?
ago?
Yep, 7 years. 7 years, almost to the day. Definitely to the month. But
Dang.
yeah. So the before it came out, does anyone remember the wild PR cycle that game went through?
No, I was kind of out of. I was kind of out of the gaming
It was
game at that time.
it was insane. It's probably one of the reasons why the Xbox kind of lost a lot of value this past generation. So,
Why?
well, when they originally announced it, they said that the games would have to be authenticated online. You'd have to be online to play them. So no more used games. Like, it's going to be tied to your profile, all that stuff.
Ridiculous.
Yes, and they got a ton of backlash for it. I remember one famous question was asked to head of Xbox at the time, Don Matrick. They asked him, well, what about people who can't get online to play these games or can't authenticate? He's like, we got a console for them. It's called the Xbox 360. I was like, fuck you, dude. Like, yeah. So they went with that message for probably about 6 months, and then they backpedaled and said, no. There won't be any of that. You can trade your games. And then fucking Sony, I'll go ahead to Sony real quick, but Sony was savage with their stuff. It's like, how will you trade games on the PlayStation 4? And they literally just made a video of one guy handing a PS4 to another guy. It was like
Nice.
13 seconds long. Like, this is how
Wow.
I don't even remember when I played or got an Xbox One. I feel like my stepdad got one just for the family house because I was still living with my parents at the time, but I never purchased an Xbox One. Or
Well-
played, really, I think, until we moved in together, I think. I was a
Yes.
PlayStation girl. Hardcore.
Well, originally, and maybe I guess they still did it with the Xbox One X and the Xbox One S. It was supposed to be, it's called the Xbox One because you're all in thing. It literally has an HDMI in port. You can
You can put
It's okay.
Y'all keep staring at it like you need it.
No. We're fine. Take these headphones off.
I'm gonna look at it.
But it's literally got an HDMI port inside of it that goes in, so you can plug in your cable box or your direct TV box or whatever you want to go into it, and you can use your Kinect to say TV on or TV off or whatever. Like, they were trying to make it your entire one-stop shop for your console TV needs.
Why are you still looking at it?
They misread their core audience.
Yeah.
Audience,
Yeah,
like
it's-
big time.
They did.
It's just gonna put it over here.
You keep looking at it.
Keep being handsy with it. Make sure you're not fondling it too much. But anyway, so Shelby said how she played it first. It got your Xbox One.
I never purchased an Xbox
Yeah.
One. I'll say that. I probably played a little while we had it at my parents' house, but I don't think I really actually played a lot of it until I moved here. And then you had one.
Mm-hmm.
I think I played. I'll get into the games that I played on it later.
I got it through a Christmas present, December 2014, so a little over a year after it came out.
Yeah,
Because my brother had talked to my parents behind my back and was all like, "You should get him this because I want to play with him." And I had no idea I was getting one. I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So it was awesome.
Yeah, we actually got married in 2013, so we'd been living together for a while before we got married in sin.
Good.
Before that.
You caused the coronavirus.
Yes. So when I got this, we were already living together and everything. But this is my Xbox One box, the one I got. And it's funny because I used to work at Target, and there's still a clearance tag on this.
Oh, okay.
So I was working one day at Target, and I walked by, and that thing catches the eye when you're working there. Like, you see shit that you want with a clearance sticker on it, you're like, oh shit. And I saw it, I was like, what the fuck? This was in March of 2014. Or no, like February. Because it was it was a month before Titanfall came out. And Titanfall came out in March.
How does it remember this stuff?
What? Anyway, so I see the sticker, and the sticker says $350.01 was $4.99. And I freaked out. I was like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. So the funny thing about it is at the time at Target, stuff like this that got returned, it got sent back to the warehouse. Like, they did not put clearance stickers on it or anything. Like, they just sent it back. So someone fucked up and put that clearance sticker on. Or repackaged stickers, what it really is. And I was like, I need to get that thing. But I want to get fired for buying it because they have strict rules about clearance stuff with employees and everything. So I went to my store manager and said, there's this thing I really want for on clearance. If I get in trouble if I buy it. And she's like, well, standard procedure is to wait 10 minutes for it to be on the shelf, and then you have to buy it on your lunch. You have to be off the clock. I was like, okay. So I waited 10 minutes and took like a mad early lunch at like 7:15 in the morning or something. And well, first I called Kathy. I was like, this thing is really cheap. It's like $150 off. And she was like, well, just get it. We're going to get one eventually. And like, imagine we'll get a stupid cheap one. So
I don't remember saying that.
that's what you said. And so I picked it up. And I think the only thing wrong with it was that it had no headset in it.
Yeah.
So we're missing the headset. Maybe that's why someone bought it back.
It
I
sucked
mean-
anyway.
Does anybody use the standard headset that comes with any console? Honestly,
I've used the shitty PS4 one that's just a fucking
Yeah.
little
nut.
earbud?
Yeah.
Use that, yeah.
Yeah, that's how I got it. Didn't have any games to begin with. Killer Instinct was actually a free-to-play game on the Xbox at launch. But only one it's a fighting game with only one character you could play as. You had to buy the rest, like League of Legends style. And I messed around with that a little bit, and then it sat in the entertainment system, or for an entertainment stand for like a month until Titanfall came out. And then played Titanfall, and then it became one game a year for the Xbox One until now, basically. And even then, past 2 or 3 years, I don't think I played any games on it. But so
speaking of launch titles,
yes, 11, 12, 13. Here are the launch games that came out on that day for the Xbox One. We got Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, Battlefield 4, Call of Duty Ghosts, Crimson Dragon, which was exclusive. Dead Rising 3, which was exclusive. FIFA 14, Fighter Within, I don't know what that is. Forza Motorsports 5, which was exclusive. Just Dance 2014, Killer Instinct was exclusive. Lego Marvel Superheroes, Loco Cycle was exclusive. Madden NFL 90 or 25, which was their 25th anniversary. NBA 2K14, Need for Speed Rivals, Power Star Golf, Rise, Son of Rome, which was exclusive. Skylanders Spot Force, Zoo Tycoon, which I believe was exclusive too, and Zumba Fitness, World Party.
I think out of all of those games, I think I actually did get Just Dance 2014 for Christmas one year.
Yeah, I played a little bit with Killer Instinct, and it was fine. I don't know. Playing fighting games on the Xbox controller, unless they're like 3D fighting games like a Soul Calibur or something, I can't get behind. But yeah, that what am I doing? That isn't.
It's about as impressive as the launch titles coming out for the
It's
the ones coming up next.
I feel like there's a standard like set of 5 games that always comes out with every Xbox launch, and that's going to be a FIFA game, a Madden game, a Forza game, a Call of Duty game, and then like another exclusive.
Yeah, I think I remember like the 3 big heavy hitters from that list being Dead Rising 3 because it was Capcom made exclusive for the Xbox, Forza 5, and Rise Son of Rome, which was made by the Far Cry people, I believe. That's why I spelled all weird. Rise.
Oh, interesting.
And it was like a super big showcase. Like, look at this next gen graphics, and it was pretty, but I never played it, but I heard it was kind of shallow, like just not that fun. But those were the launch games. Let's talk about the games that we like on the Xbox.
That we played?
This will be about 5 minutes long, guys.
Not for me.
Oh, do you want to go first then?
The Xbox is my preferred console this generation.
This generation?
Yep.
Between Xbox and PS4?
Yep.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, I played more on the Xbox than I did. I think I've already explained this in the past.
Interesting.
Because
Why is Shelby
the whole
surprised?
ecosystem.
I don't know, because I feel like we always play the PlayStation 4.
Like, look at the list right there.
I know, like, all our Xbox games are right there. No, but there's, like, 2... Well, no, we're 2 rows deep both ways. No, because behind the Xbox One games, there's 360 games, so that's only 1 row of Xbox One games. That's 2 rows
But I bought a
of
lot
PS4
on
games.
digital, too.
That's true.
And I'm sure we'll get to it, but Game Pass as
And
well.
Game Pass,
yeah.
Game Pass stuff,
That's also true.
I like the controller better.
He
I
feels
will.
good when he gets achievements.
Well, that's too. Like, I feel like they do a better job at providing you information on achievements that you
They
get.
do.
They make you
do
feel
lot of
like a
stuff.
dog.
They do a lot of stuff.
It's my whole thing about like
But
a
that
dog
wasn't-
and a cat.
They didn't do that. Did they do that at launch?
Mhm.
They did. I
Yeah.
fell off of achievements after I was so into on 360, but the Xbox One, I was already in the trophy game. I was like, man, I gotta get trophies. Where them platinums at?
Josh has a
I've done the analogy before. It's the difference between a dog and a cat. The PlayStation, it always felt like an after, like whatever, you got an achievement.
here's your trophy.
Yeah,
Piece
go
of shit.
fuck off. But then like the one for Xbox was like, holy shit, you did amazing.
so good.
Yeah, here you go.
You're the best.
Especially when you get a rare one and the diamond pops up.
Yeah, I've seen that, and I didn't know that was. And I was like, what the hell is that thing? Like, did I get an achievement or not? But yeah, that was.
I'll say I sold the shit out of some Xbox Ones, but I did not play a lot of games on it. I probably played more Xbox One games via the Microsoft Store on the PC than I did on the actual console.
Yeah, that's the story with Game Pass for me. It's all PC stuff, basically.
Yeah. Well, you want to go through your list of what you played?
I'll be
best Xbox game.
anything that's not. So I would always play the non-exclusives on the Xbox. So if it was a PlayStation 4, basically the PlayStation 4 was always my okay. I want to play the exclusives that come out, but anything else, most of the time I would weigh it and be like, well, they both perform the same way. I enjoy the Xbox controller more than I do the PlayStation controller, so then I would play everything else.
So I'll just
Josh, I completely disagree with you.
Well,
Yeah, Kathy,
respectfully.
Kathy doesn't have a single Xbox game on.
No, she doesn't.
Zero.
yeah.
And I don't like the Xbox controller.
So what do you got over there? I see
I'm anti-Xbox.
Watch Dogs 2, Gears 4, Mortal Kombat, A Way Out, Far Cry 3. You actually played Kingdom Hearts on the Xbox instead of the PlayStation.
Yeah.
For Honor, Destiny 2, GTA 5, but I think that's a rebuy from when we played it on the 360. Resident Evil. I think both of the Resident Evil games.
Both of the newest Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah.
Both. Yeah.
Like, all those games are over there you played.
Yeah.
I did not. But yeah. You are an Xbox person, honey.
Well, what's funny is I wasn't. No, I guess Xbox 360 I was. I was Xbox 360, and then I went Xbox One, and now I'm preferring the PS5 over the. But that's because like the controller looks more in line, in my opinion, with an Xbox controller than it does with the, and the. It just seems more. I don't know. I always felt like the controller fit better in my grip than the PlayStation 4 controller.
Right.
I like them for different things. If I'm playing like a first-person shooter, I'd rather do the Xbox. If I'm playing like a 2D game or like a fighting game, I'd rather have
Why is that? Why?
PlayStation has a better D-pad. The distance between the thumbsticks on the 360 is more comfortable because they're so close together on the PS4. If you're using them all the time, it just feels weird. But I got used to it because I played a shit ton of PlayStation 4 games.
Right. Probably out of all the ones that you played, what was your favorite? Or top two, if you had to.
Top two.
Don't forget about
I
all
don't
the
know.
digital
A lot
ones.
of them are like, so, what was it? Assassin's Creed Origins?
Origins is the one in Egypt.
The
Yep.
one in Egypt.
That one was probably one. None of the exclusives on the Xbox.
Is that in Gears 4?
No.
I'm not a Gears fan.
I played the first three. I didn't play Judgment, and I downloaded 4 on the PC and played the initial part, and then it crashed. I was like, oh, sorry about that.
Assassin's Creed Origins, Resident Evil 7, and...
There's a 7 Biohazard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck that game.
Oh, come on. And then Resident Evil 3, or 2, the remake. Those 3 are probably my favorite that I played on the Xbox. And they're not even exclusive, so it's just the personal preference.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, the Xbox exclusives, and just like they are this year, I mean, they're just garbage.
Yeah.
That's the story of the Xbox One, is that they could not get their fucking first-party shit lined up in a row. I mean, they put out one Halo game, and then
it
the
wasn't even-
Master Chief Collection.
Yeah.
And that was a shit show for like a year. Like, they just made all these promises for like online stuff, like you'll be able to play every map in Halo ever, and then you log on, it's like, no, you won't. You'll crash the server every time. It's like, but it's still a super cool collection of Halo games.
I think I played Halo 5 once to try the multiplayer, to try to grasp
I did one mission
at that like Halo 3 multiplayer like nostalgia, like oh, I'm gonna try, maybe it's better. It was not. I hated it. I hated the controls for it. It's just when they added those stupid little jetpacks in,
I take it back. What was that game by? It's like Fallout, but
Outer Worlds.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That one's probably I mean, that's an exclusive,
really
but it's on the
liked that
PC too.
game.
Yeah, it's on PS4, I believe.
Is it on the PS4?
I believe so. I believe that it came out. They bought Obsidian after that game was announced.
Because I know
think
it's on
so.
the Game Pass. That's how.
Yes, it's definitely on Game Pass. That's how I played it.
Out of the 6 games that I played, that's one of them.
Yeah, but I played that on PC. No, I didn't. I played it on Xbox. I should put it on your list. Damn, what am I thinking?
Yeah, I played Sea of Thieves, but I
Sea
played
of
it.
Thieves, awesome.
Yeah, I played it on the PC with you guys instead of the console. But I mean, A Way Out we played together, but we never finished.
Yeah.
I played a lot of Peggle. I love
I
Peggle.
played a lot of Peggle on the 360.
And then Bioshock Remastered I played a little bit of, but there wasn't really anything on the Xbox One game-wise that I connected with as much as I connected with the amount of games that I played on the 360. Like, I look back, so what I did to find out what I played on this generation of console was I looked at the achievements I had from whatever games, and then there was like 6 Xbox One games, and then like everything else was 360. And I was like, oh my god, like,
Yeah.
what happened? Like, I don't know if that's a me issue, like if I like changed tastes.
I think the Xbox failed most of this generation until the last year and a half.
Yeah, they created quite a safety net for themselves with Game Pass. That's going to be a game changer for them for a very long time.
If I could have gotten another Xbox to pre-order, I probably would have done it because.
I mean, you could have done it. You did it.
Well, no, I purposely.
No, I mean
did
your
it-
luck
oh,
with getting
yeah.
them.
But I purposely got the one I got so I could give it to my brother or send it to him. But if I would have had the opportunity again to try to get one, I probably would have because of the fact that I don't know. I want to play with the PlayStation controller first and see.
Yeah.
Like it looks like it's going to be better, but with the haptic feedback and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I enjoyed the Xbox experience better than I did the PlayStation experience, except for the the recent update with the UI for the PlayStation 4 made it better. I don't know. I enjoyed the Xbox, I guess, more so than I did. But at the end of the generation, I've been playing more PlayStation games because I bought Avengers on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's mostly because my buddy Rory, he was getting games on his PlayStation. So it's like, oh, okay, I can do that. Or then if my brother is going to play something on the Xbox, then that's how I make my choice.
I think it depends on our friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's playing what console, and we try to accommodate. That was the struggle growing up in high school too. Like you had some friends that had PlayStations, and then you had some friends that had Xboxes.
Yeah.
But the majority of my friends had 360s, which is probably why I played more 360 games, because I don't think I had a single friend that had a PlayStation, and I don't think I ever played the PlayStation 3 until I moved out on my own in my hometown, like before I moved out here. When I was living in like a little one-bedroom duplex, I actually bought a PlayStation 3 instead of an Xbox. I traded in my Xbox for a PS3, and I don't remember why or what I wanted to play, but as soon as I played that game with the kid with the balloon and he's yelling Jason. Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain, yeah. Jason.
Yep. After I played
Jason.
Heavy Rain, I was like,
Jason.
oh
You
yeah,
never played Heavy
PlayStation
Rain?
exclusives are really good.
That was a fucking meme.
Yeah.
You said Jason so many times. You couldn't be on the internet during that time and not see that shit.
I
I
still want to
wanted
go to
you
a
to play
convention with
Heavy
one
Rain.
single red balloon and walk around while you guys yell for me the whole time.
Jason.
Yeah.
What about you, Andy? What'd you play?
Hold on. What was your favorite?
Oh, my favorite?
Yeah.
Shit. Out of all the ones that I played?
Peggle.
No. I probably have the most achievements in Peggle, but I really love Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. Sea of Thieves, I think it's a great idea, not executed very well. But just need more stuff. I need more numbers.
Yeah.
I need the shit. I need to look cool. I need a better sword. I need a better gun. I need to just make it Destiny
Need to
in
look
a
good.
boat. Yeah. Anyway, Catherine,
Mm-hmm.
what do you know about the Xbox One?
Nothing.
you-
Zero?
If we walked up to our entertainment stand, could you point it out?
Yeah. But have I actually sat down with the controller and tried to play a game? Mm-mm. I have never.
There's an Xbox game I put on the list that you definitely played.
I've never loved an Xbox.
But there's an Xbox game up here that I know you played.
What is it?
Well, let's start with it. The original, the progenitor of the Jackbox series, Fibbage, their first phone game.
But do we count that?
No.
I played it.
count
I
those
played it on the
games?
Xbox,
Well, I didn't
and we
know
did
it.
play it.
Because we use our cell phones.
Yeah, I didn't know
It
it.
was an Xbox game to me.
But why have you never been attracted to the Xbox?
I think it's because I played a PlayStation 1 and I just got set off on that course. I also don't think Xbox makes a whole lot of games that really cater to my particular genre of interest.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
Whatever, they put out Blue Dragon on
I don't even
Xbox
know what
360.
Blue Dragon is.
Fable.
It's basically
would
Dragon
like-
Quest.
You think I would like Fable?
Oh,
We should sit down and do a Kathy's Plays
Maybe.
Classics, and we should
Maybe.
play
Fable
why,
3.
why would I like it and why would I not like it?
say that one more time.
Why would I like it and why would I not like it?
It's action based. It's not turn based.
Yeah.
Oh. Are you not very coordinated?
No. Not very coordinated. That's true.
Which is weird because there's a PS4 game on your list that I never expected you to play. But we'll get to that later.
Yeah, I guess you never know.
So Kathy's
Might
favorite
surprise you.
We
Xbox
should
One
sit
game,
down and try to play Fable.
Fibbage.
Yeah, might surprise you.
I mean, we could
3.
record Fable, but the only problem with doing stuff like that for me that I'd hate is just like the ramp up to actually play the game is so long.
Well,
Like,
why don't we get through like the first part of it, and then like only record like the middle bit?
Yeah. But, oh man. It's just that's not a Fable problem. That's a modern game problem in general.
There's like 2 or 3 hours of
Yeah.
pre-story before you get to the actual.
I just want to beat up some hobs.
I think too, like, I don't know what to do with a controller either because I never really.
Well, Fable was actually pretty easy because everything's like color coded. So it's like, it's blue, you hit the X button. If it's green, you hit the A button.
Yellow is Y.
There you go.
And it's
Okay.
Fable 2. I remember Peter Molyneux talking about that. He's just like, it's one button combat. So you basically just have
Smash, smash, smash.
yeah.
That's why I feel like Fable 2 would be good to start you out on. I played the shit out of that game.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's why I don't play Xbox. I just started on this PS1 path, then I got a PS2, PS3, PS4. I just got on that PlayStation path.
Well, unlike all these motherfuckers right here, I am not a line drawer. I play everything on everything. I got to have all the systems, and I've been that way since I was a child. I was never into console wars. If the games are there, I want to play them, which I will be getting the Xbox Series X, even though we got a PlayStation 5 pre-ordered. But got to wait for that new Bethesda game. Whenever that comes out.
I'm waiting for that Fable game.
Whenever that comes out. At least
and the Harry Potter game. That's it.
Anyway, so
What you got?
I wrote this down, and I literally did the math. And I know we're talking about a lot about Xbox 360 right now, but I played 18 times more Xbox 360 games than I did Xbox One games.
I believe it.
And that's just physical releases. And I only know that because I was in my office, and my Xbox 360 games was right behind me. I sat there and counted them. And then I went to the 5 Xbox One games I have on the shelf, and I do that math 18 times. And that's just physical games. I downloaded a ton of Xbox Live Arcade games for the 360, like a ton. So really, it's probably more like 30 times more games on the 360 than the Xbox One. But the Xbox One games that stood out to me, are y'all ready? Titanfall. Play Titanfall. Titanfall's great.
You played Titanfall 2?
Titanfall 2 was better, but I played that on PS4. But Titanfall wasn't exclusive for the Xbox. It came out on 360 and PC, but it did not come out on a PlayStation console.
No single player.
No single player, all multiplayer. The first game from the Vince Impella and that other dude who got fired from Activision after the whole Modern Warfare 2 kerfluffle. And I played it so much that, well, for me, it's the only one of those games that I've ever prestiged in. And that says a lot about how much I played it, and it says even more about how thin that game is, because there's not a lot to like level up and get stuff. So it was pretty easy for me to prestige, but I had a ton of fun playing it. Titanfall 2 is way better though. Also, Sunset Overdrive is a cool, colorful open world game. I believe it was made by Insomniac. I think it was like some of their lone, like, we're gonna stretch out and do these third-party stuff. They did like Fuse for the 360 and stuff. That game was a ton of fun. More memorable to me because it was super colorful and bright, and I like it a lot. Rare Replay, just like 40 old Rare
40,
games
yeah.
on one disc. It's got
Kazooie and...
It's got all the Banjo-Kazooie games. It's got the Perfect Dark games. It's got shit from like the 80s, like when they were making games on fucking computers and shit. Forza Horizon 2 and 3. I own both of those physically. Had a ton of fun with both. Played a lot of 4, but on the PC through Game Pass. Still, I don't think they were... None of them were as good as the first Forza Horizon, which was on the 360. I did everything in that game. Every single thing you could do, I did it. Halo, the Master Chief Collection. We talked about it. This is what? 3? Is it 3 Halo games or is it 4?
It's 4.
On...
1, 2, and 3. And
ODS?
I think that was an extra thing that they added later.
Oh.
Because I know they added Reach as well.
Yeah, there's a 4. And then there's a 5.
It's Halo 4. Halo 4 is the 4th game in that collection. That's the first time I really sat down and played the first Halo.
The first one?
Yeah, the very first one. I never had an Xbox, original Xbox. So.
That's fun.
And Halo 2. Actually, that was the first time I ever played Halo 2 was on that thing. I didn't get to Halo until Halo 3.
I got a launch copy of Halo 3, but my Xbox 360 red ringed.
Yeah.
Like literally a week
You need to
before.
wrap it in a towel and put it in the microwave?
No. Put it in the microwave. What
Is
the
that a
hell?
solution?
You don't put
That
it
was
in...
the
No.
solution on
That's
the-
a dumbass solution because it has
Right.
metal in it.
Mine red ring
That's
right
kinda
after
funny.
Rock Band 2 came out. That was tragic.
Oh,
It was a tragedy.
Fibbage, talked about that. I don't think that was an exclusive, but at the time I thought it was, so I bought it on the Xbox One, and that started the whole phone craze with games in front of your TV. That
Couch game.
Drawful, I think, was another one. I think
Good stuff.
Dance Central Spotlight. Who played that?
I don't remember that.
It
was a Just Dance girl.
Man, Dance Central's so good. It used to connect.
I think I remember.
Yeah,
maybe.
I bought it. It was a downloadable game. It only had like 15 songs in it.
Maybe
It
I
was really
played some
thin.
of that.
Yeah, we messed around with it a little bit. It was fun for what it was, but it wasn't a full Dance Central game. And last on the list was a game I played fairly recently, and that was Spiritfarer. I believe we talked about it
Last podcast.
last podcast. It's on Game Pass. Check it out. But that was pretty good. Probably my favorite game on that list is Titanfall. It's probably Titanfall. I just had a lot of fun playing that. But yeah, it just sucks because I had so many 360 games. Many 360 games. And it's like these console generations, they always mirror each other. Like I had a billion PlayStation 2 games, like 7 PS3 games. I got a billion Xbox 360 games. I got 5 Xbox One games. So if that continues, I'll have 5 PS5 games and like a million Xbox games, but they'll all be digital because I'm like, but I can just download it. But I still want my physical shit.
You and Josh both.
Me too.
So
When you don't
I'm
get it
the
on
only
digital,
one that doesn't care if it's physical.
you don't
or
own
not.
it. When you
I
don't
know,
have it on
right?
I just like to have it.
Yeah, but the room on the shelves.
digital.
I
Yeah.
completely agree with
Here-
you guys.
here
And
lately-
there's a space to put it somewhere.
No.
Here lately, when I've been playing digital stuff and I really, really like the game, I'll try to go out of my way to get a physical version. Just because that's what we did with Bloodstained. Like I really like that game
And
on
like
PC.
you want Bastion.
I want Bastion, just because that. I guess I missed the boat that even got a physical version. That was cool.
I was kind of interested in that
Yeah.
Stardew Valley physical version today when I saw that.
Yeah, saw a physical version started.
Because I don't think we have a physical version of
No,
that.
we don't.
Did I download Stardew or do we have the physical copy?
No, we have 3 digital copies.
Yeah, we got
Four.
we got a lot
Yeah, we don't
too.
have one. Or a physical copy.
So
I bought
Probably
4 because
should.
I bought one for you.
There you go.
the
I know, I need that physical copy too.
the biggest failing for me for the Xbox One that I can think of was there was no Fable game.
Yeah. They
Like-
really missed
Well, they tried that.
that Connect game.
No, they tried some sort of RPG style
Like
or
top-down
game, and then it got canceled.
Yeah. Is it because the studio shut down, right?
Yeah.
Lionhead.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, "Oh, new Fable game," and then they're like, "Oh, it's entirely different," and you're like,
No.
Fuck you.
If you're gonna make a Fable game, make me choose. Give me the blind lady at the beginning of the game
Yeah.
saying, "Welcome. Choose
Girl or boy.
girl or boy," and then give me a cutscene that's all pretty and stuff, and then
You walk
like
around
a
town
bird
and people,
shit on me or
and
something.
people fart
Yeah.
and they call you Chicken Chaser.
Yep.
And
Start me out as a kid, have something traumatic happen to me, then I grow up,
then more farting.
and then I can fuck the whole
And
town.
I fuck the whole town. And my children taken away by social services because I'm never there.
Yep. Ramp up all the tax prices, get some hella money.
Yep.
"Good for you."
Grow horns. And then say I don't
You
like
know
the horns
I never
anymore.
Did that.
And then get a halo.
Or on the 360, if you set the tax prices really high and then you went into the settings in the Xbox and changed the date to a year later and you log back in, there's so much money there.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a way to get
I
that.
tried to put in my copies of Fable 2 and 3 in my 360 recently, and I guess the saves are just not there anymore for whatever reason. Same hard drive. I just don't know why the saves aren't there.
Interesting.
I just want to see that if there was like a limit on how much would pop, like a little number would pop up above your head when you first log in. I wonder if it just like maxes out at something that it won't go past. But yeah,
I want to replay Fable 2 and 3 so bad.
they didn't even give us a fucking like 1, 2, and 3 remaster. Like, hey, here you go. That's easy work. They did it for Halo.
Did you see the remaster they announced today? Mass Effect.
What?
Yeah.
Legendary Edition.
This podcast is over. Shut this shit down.
It's
Is it
coming
all
out.
of them?
Just the first one.
God damn it.
But it looks like an
It looks
entire
so
remaster.
good.
2's the best one, but 1's pretty good.
I've never played any of them, so I'm interested
So
to
good.
see and play it.
Oh my god.
They also announced that they're doing a new one.
Nobody was happy about the
By
third
the same
one. This is a special podcast.
No.
We're turning it into
The third one. Okay.
The third one was fine. No one liked Mass Effect Andromeda. The
Yeah.
fourth one.
Andromeda. Okay.
This is supposed to be by the original team, I think.
Yeah, it was.
I have to
It was,
get back on it.
it was a different setup for Andromeda. I played like 5 minutes of that. I'm like, this is bad. And yeah, that's on the PS4 list though. Mm-hmm. Actually, I didn't put it on the list because it sucked.
Did Black Flag, was that really a launch title? Because I
was.
felt like that was on the 360.
It was cross-gen.
Weird. So we're getting out cross-gen here
I
too.
don't play Assassin's Creed games because they're slow as fuck.
I played every Assassin's
Do you
Creed
really
game.
even play games?
What does it mean to play a game? Let's talk about this.
Fuck y'all. I do play games. I just have a different genre of game that I like. I just don't like stealthy, sneaky around games where the story feels like it drags.
You don't have to sneak around anymore. Assassin's Creed has pretty much gone away
anymore,
from all
but
that.
the first Assassin's Creed game I ever tried to play was the
you were an
Native
assassin,
American one.
and you were supposed to be sneaky.
I don't like it.
That kid part was way too long.
Oh, really? Well, that's the first one I ever tried to play.
You spend 8 hours as a kid, and you're like, oh my god, I just want to be...
I think I finished the kid part, and then I was like, well, I'm done.
I liked it. I liked the third one.
I beat it. I
Yeah.
I think it's 2's my favorite. But
Origin's probably my favorite.
yeah, Origins and Odyssey are way different from the other ones.
Oh,
They're just straight RPGs at this point.
Maybe I just need to try one of the newer ones.
Yeah, you saw this morning what Co Carnage was playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems very similar to, like, I don't know, Outer Worlds, where you just go out to people and talk to them. And
I feel like the reviews for that one are going to be terrible because it did
What?
not look optimized.
Valhalla? Yeah, it don't look great. This is sad.
do we want to go into PS4? Because
We can go into PS4.
Let's do it.
So, PS4 right here. This is the original box. It's a day one box, actually. It's mine. Because I'm a pack rat.
Do you keep your boxes like that?
Yeah, they're outside.
Outside? In the barn or something?
Mm-hmm.
Shed? Or whatever you call it?
everything's in the barn.
Everything's in the barn. That's where the bodies are at. They have an ad for a PS3 and a PlayStation Vita on the back of this too.
Interesting.
Oh, yep.
Once again, not very many good launch titles.
Yeah, let's look at what's on the back of this box. We got what's his face? Edward something from Assassin's Creed 4. We got Knack. Who remembers Knack?
Next
I
time.
do
Nightmare
not
Micro.
know who Knack is.
One of the bad guys from Killzone.
Uh-huh.
Aiden Pierce. God, I think I got that name right. I pulled that out of some deep crevices of my mind. The dude from Watch Dogs, which was not a launch game. That came out like a year later. And dude from Infamous Second Son. That's what PlayStation felt that they should advertise on the back of their box for the launch of the PlayStation 4, which came out on November 15th, 2013. I remember where I was at on November 15th, 2013.
In a line?
I was in a line. I was
Was
number
I
12.
with you? I think I was with you.
Yeah, you were there for a little bit of it. Well, a lot of it. Kathy went and bought me some Chick-fil-A and a gingerbread latte
How do you remember that?
because I remember that.
It's just like an encyclopedia of your memories
I
that
know.
you don't remember.
He knows more about.
We
And a
were,
blanket.
we were actually talking about earlier how Andy's like so good in history because he just remembers like all this random stuff, like all kinds of history, our history, the world history, history in school, all the history, video game history,
Yeah.
Mostly wrestling, though.
wrestling history. It's
I'm
ridiculous.
sure like 60% of his brain is wrestling history.
Well, we decided he had a lot of hard drive space.
Yeah, I said I have a lot of hard drive space, not a lot of RAM. Because I forget what I'm going to the kitchen for. I'm like, what the fuck?
We all have our skills. That's not mine.
Yes, so I waited in line randomly. It was not the plan at any point in time to get a PlayStation 4. I was actually out Christmas shopping with my mom for Kathy that year, so she can get stuff that Kathy wanted for Christmas. And we drove by Best
So
Buy, and
Andy
there were,
goes with his mom and picks out stuff for me.
Yeah.
And she buys it.
yeah, and I did a damn good job too. You can't act like that's funny.
But sometimes she likes to go rogue.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why the hell did you buy red cowboy boots?
Hey, I wear those.
Whatever.
They're great.
I wouldn't have picked them up. But, we drove by Best Buy here in town, this town we're in right now.
Yep.
And my mom was like, "Why are those people standing out in line?" I was like, "Oh yeah, the PlayStation 4's coming out tonight." She's like, "Are you gonna wait in line?" I was like, "I guess there's no reason why I can't." And I got my own card, and drove back, and sat there and waited in line, number 12.
Did I come meet you after work or
Yeah,
something?
you came and met me after work. You couldn't go in when they let us in. You had to leave.
You gotta go.
So when we got in, we had to go to the right side of the Best Buy, all the way to the back, turn left, and then start to make a line going out. Mm-hmm. And in the line going out, they had all the games, accessories, all this other stuff, and you would just pick up what you wanted. And then at the checkout, they hand you everything. And the scariest part about this whole situation, guys, you had no idea how scary
What?
this was. They had the lights on in the parking lot the whole time we were out there. When we got inside, they were off. And I walked outside, and people ahead of me were running to their cars. I was like,
What?
what's happening? Are we going to get jumped? And so I ran to my car, threw this in, and there's a stoplight right out there. I was like, man, if I was a jacker and just wanted to get a free PlayStation 4 right now, this would be the stoplight that I'd be hanging out at, waiting for people to leave this goddamn Best Buy. And I was scared to death for about 2 or 3 minutes. Then I got home and it was fine. And I had to go to work the next day at 7 a.m., which was fun.
Oh, God.
But I was younger then. I could do that shit.
I haven't decided if I'm going to take off Friday.
Is it this Friday?
Well,
It's Thursday.
Well, the PlayStation 5 comes out Thursday, but I'm probably not going to play it until Friday. Thinking about taking it off and playing Miles Morales.
You should do it. How much advance do you have to give at work?
I can just say, I'm taking off tomorrow, and they'll go, okay.
Sweet.
Well, I have, we had this past week off. We had to ask off for it like way in advance before the release dates were known. I was like, it might be the first week of November. I don't know. But I also have the first week of December off, which actually coincides with the end of Thanksgiving break. So I really have like a week and a half off. So that's going to be my PlayStation 5 time right there.
But right before Cyberpunk.
That wasn't that it wasn't that at the time. That's fine. I have plenty to play on the PlayStation 5.
We're going to get rid of
fingers
COVID
crossed.
before Cyberpunk comes out.
Yeah.
It's going to get delayed again.
So that's how me and Kathy got the PlayStation 4. What about you guys?
I bought my PlayStation 4 from her.
You bought it from her when you worked at Best Buy?
Well, I worked the midnight release of Batman Arkham Knight.
We were dating already.
Yeah, we were dating.
Yeah.
I
still have photos on my phone.
I don't think either of us had a PlayStation at launch.
Oh, no.
No, actually, you know what? Take that back. I did. Because when I was living with my roommates, we got the white Destiny.
Destiny 1, yeah. My buddy has that one, yeah.
We got the white Destiny PlayStation as a group. And I played Destiny. And so now I remember my white PlayStation.
You know, we didn't go into the fact that I double dipped.
I was going to bring that up.
I got the Xbox One X also.
They have the
we had the Xbox
step-up
One,
consoles.
then we have Xbox One X.
Yeah, well, I didn't do that. That's why I am so excited for 4K content because I haven't had it yet.
We got the 4K TV, and then I was like, for my graduation gift, I was like, I bought myself an
The
Xbox
Spider-Man.
One X.
Oh, no.
I bought the Xbox One X.
Xbox One X, yep. But so I did have a launch PlayStation. I just completely forgot about it because of, I guess, my memory lapse. But I remember picking it up from Walmart in Little Washington, I think, with my roommates. And we sent a picture to our other roommate who couldn't be there and, like, flicked him off in the picture.
Wow.
So we held the PlayStation, we were flicking them off like, haha, we're going to play it first, bitch. And we got home and we plugged it in, and we would just alternate playing and having fun, and we used it to watch videos.
When you're playing
and
Destiny, you probably beat it that day.
Yeah.
The first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we took turns. But our first PlayStation, or your first PlayStation 4, you bought for me.
Yeah. It was the Arkham...
Knight.
It had an Arkham Knight with it. No, not Arkham Knight. Is it Arkham Knight?
Yeah. It's the one with the shitty Batmobile mechanic.
Yeah, tank.
Yeah.
That one's Arkham Knight?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Because I was dressed as Harley Quinn. Insert picture here now.
I mean, I have the picture on my phone. But But yeah, I bought that one. And then we spent the next week of every time he came home, go, don't come in here.
Well, because I was still working at Best Buy at the time, obviously. So I would be working till 10 o'clock at night. So when he would be done with work, he would come home, he would play Batman. And then when I would get home, I would be like, stop what you're doing, it's my turn. Like, so he would save and pause, and then I would play and catch up to him. And then if I caught up to him and I wanted to continue to play, he had to leave the room.
So we did with Persona 5.
Yeah.
And then Kathy saved over her save with my save, and it was over.
Like, I'm going to live vicariously through you now.
But yeah, but then I guess we just kept continuing to play.
Well, you never beat
PlayStation
your
games.
playthrough.
No, because fuck that mechanic.
I really don't think it was that bad.
I think.
There were some certain parts where you go into like sewer tunnels and shit that was like god awful.
Hate it.
But
The Riddler shit?
no, like in the Batmobile.
No, at the very end. I got to the very end where you are in the tunnel fighting Jason.
Yeah, the only
Jason.
the best Batman game is the first Arkham Asylum, straight up.
Yeah, I've played and beat that one 3 times.
But anyway,
I played that on
11,
360.
15, 13. Would y'all like to know the launch games? For
What were the launch
PlayStation
games?
4. We got Angry Birds, Star Wars. Who's excited about that? Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, which I played first. Battlefield 4, I also played on launch. Call of Duty Ghosts, Contrast, DC Universe Online, Dive Kick, FIFA 14, Flower, Injustice Gods Among Us, the Ultimate Edition, Just Dance 2014, Killzone Shadowfall, which I also played at launch, Knack, Lego Marvel Superheroes, Madden NFL 25, NBA 2K14, NBA Live 2K14, which is the EA version of the NBA stuff. I think that was the last one they actually made. Need for Speed Rivals, Playroom, which I don't think is really a game, Skylanders Swap Force, Sound Shapes, Super Motherload, Trine 2, The Complete Story, and Warframe, which is still going to this day.
You said DC Universe Online, and my brain just had a memory because that was one of the games that I played when we first got it.
On the PlayStation 4?
Yes.
Nice. Well, Kathy's playing
It
Final
was-
Fantasy 14 on the PlayStation 4 right now.
So
I am.
fun.
MMOs on the PlayStation. That's a thing.
Still not a great lineup.
No,
No.
not for launches.
Killzone
Agreed.
Shadowfall was very pretty.
None of that
Not a
means
good
anything
game.
to me. As far as like attractive games.
It always seems like you have to wait a year or so for then like the good, like memorable games to come out.
Yeah,
for
2014 was the year of Destiny and what?
Warframe, isn't that what our friends work for in
Yes.
Canada?
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, 2014 was like, it was Destiny. It was what else? That Middle Earth game.
Shadow War.
There's some other good stuff. Witcher was 2015. I believe Batman was 2015 as well.
Yeah, because we started dating in 2015,
Yes.
and that's when he bought it.
But anyway, those are the launch games. Let us gush about the amazing PlayStation 4 games.
That we played.
Yes, I have so many. Oh my god.
Kathy, do you want to go?
Sure.
Here you go. Here's
I'm
your
gonna
list.
pull up and remember my list. Oh, sweet. I will say, looking at this list, a lot of this is like very recent gaming, so it's really funny that I'm like all up on the PS4, like at the very end.
You
Some
play
of it's
more
a couple years old.
um,
And she played more. Kathy
More
plays more
portable
handheld.
stuff.
Handheld.
Yeah, that's true. But I'll say the Resident Evil VR.
Yeah,
Was pretty early.
We us and a group of friends played through that entire game in VR.
Well, Andy started to play it, then he
I
got
played a
too
little bit.
scared, he wouldn't play it again.
No,
So-
no.
That's what
No,
happened.
no. What happened was, you weren't even there. I was by myself.
oh, that's the issue.
I was in. You start off that game in a guest house at the main house, and I put on the VR headset. And I was like, I'll put some headphones on because no one's here. No one's here to scare me. I can just be all in it. I couldn't leave the goddamn room.
And
I was
he
so scared.
never,
I never played it
played
again.
again.
I was so, like just the noises and like being in it. I was like, I'm fucking in this shit. Oh my god! And I was like, nope. I
But-
noped out of that real quick.
Seriously, to be honest, VR and that particular game was very exhausting. Like, I'd play it for a few minutes and I'm like, God, I'm tired as fuck. Like, I can't do it anymore. But I wanted to see more. So every time a friend would come over, I'd be like,
I just
oh,
want to
play
play
this
some, Resident Evil VR.
I watched Josh play that game under a blanket.
That was, I don't know.
No, I did play it again.
I don't think he did.
I can't remember what happened because there's video of me playing it when the crazy old man in who's unkillable goes crazy and he like hits the dinner table with a axe. Like I was in it in that, and when he fucking busts through the wall, I was in the VR when that happened. That scared the shit out of me.
I remember asking you a bunch of play, and you were like, nah.
Nope.
Anyway, I played. I got Paula to play.
Yeah, brother.
My brother beat the game.
Brother
actually.
beat the game.
Chris played.
Tony played.
Tony played. Like I was soliciting everybody.
Yeah, we got everyone to play.
I would be like Andy. You would put the VR headset on me. I'd be like, I'm not fucking moving anywhere. You're gonna have to move the character for me. I'm not doing it.
It was a group effort, but we got through.
It was something about having the headphones on too, just like being secluded in that spot. It was overwhelming.
I didn't play it with the headphones on.
Yeah.
So I took Andy's advice and didn't do it, and kept 1 foot in the door of reality. But anyway, we played that game, and Stardew Valley. I put a shit ton of hours in on Stardew Valley, and Dead Cells wasn't too long ago that I was playing.
That was last year. We did the thing where you can enter in your PSN ID, and you can figure out what your top 3 games of the year were based on hours last year, and Dead Cells was number 2.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, for my PSN ID, which you
That's
play on
funny.
too. Borderlands 3 was number 1, I believe.
Dude, I got my brother into that game too, for real.
Borderlands
Dead
3?
Cells. No.
But it was my number 1 game that I played. It was just a long game. It's a long, boring game.
We did not.
That's the one you were playing when we
It
were
hurt
living with your mom,
somebody's
right?
It hurt my eyes.
An old game that used to give me headaches and hurt my eyes was Okami on the PlayStation 2. It just had a certain art style that's like, ugh. It's very pretty, but it gave me a headache every time I played it.
Persona 5 was one of them. Like Andy said, I had started that game a while back.
Yeah, we started it. I got it the day it came out, Steelbook edition. And we both started playing it, but I got further in it because I work less than CATHY does. And I got about 90 hours in. You were about 50 hours in or something like that. And then one day I was done playing, and I handed the controller to CATHY, and I just saved, so it was on the save menu. So CATHY went down to her save and saved right over it. And I'd already walked away. I was in the office, and all I hear is, no! No!
I was devastated. But look, I tried to play that game again.
Yes, we have Persona 5
Well, no,
Royal.
when you beat that game, I tried
Oh,
to
yeah,
play it again.
we did New Game Plus, so it'd have all my stats and stuff still with you, but you were so depressed.
Well, now I'm playing Persona 5 Royal, and now I'm stuck.
Yeah, when was the last time you played that?
Spaceman boss. I'm stuck. So pissed. I gotta come back. I keep thinking about it every now and again. I'm
It's like me when I was stuck on the fucking
gotta go
3-phase
back.
boss.
Gotta go back and face it. So, anyway. I love the Persona stuff. The rhythm game. I love the rhythm games.
Yeah,
I
you
got
got-
the 3,
you got all
4,
three.
5. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I tell you, after a couple songs, the tears are running down my face. Like,
Because you don't blink, man. You
Yeah.
don't blink.
So I can only play but so much, or just my face is just wet from tears. Just
Did
trying
anyone
not
else?
to
Did
blink.
anyone else's vision get fucked up after they played a lot of like Guitar Hero or Rock Band? Like you could feel like your vision was still moving.
Yeah.
Like I would almost fall down my steps.
It was like a
after-
motion sickness
Yeah.
because like mine and my brother's like room where we had like the TV and all the gaming consoles was upstairs, and after like doing a Rock Band session, like walking downstairs was
Well,
trippy.
yeah. Because it was like it resembles the note highway as you're walking down. You're like, whoa.
I was like,
Maybe it's just rhythm games that fuck up the eyes. What do you think?
I think so. It really messes up my eyes, but I really love playing it.
Yeah, the only problems with those games, and you play way more of them than I did, but it's just like when you get to the song that you like, you're just like, I want to play Last Surprise, let's do it.
Yeah.
But it's some shitty remix. You're like, no, what is this?
It doesn't bother me though. It bothers you more than it bothers me.
Yeah, it's like you have to play further to get the actual real Last Surprise. I'm like,
lame.
Yeah. I've been playing Dragon Quest Builders 2. Love the Dragon Quest series.
Yeah, that's fairly recent.
I've never been able to get into Minecraft because there's like no direction. I'm a creative person, but for some reason I don't like creative games. It's so weird.
That's so weird.
I want very like task-oriented games, and Dragon Quest Builders is a good blend of having a task and being creative. So, I love that game, and I've gotten pretty far into it. That's real recent. And then
Yeah, that's in the
Final
past couple months.
Fantasy 14.
But you wrote Final Fantasy 4 up here. I was like, what?
Oh, oops.
That's a Super Nintendo game.
I just wrote that today in the car. I was writing it real fast. So, yeah. We've played a lot of that, like half the day. I feel like has gone to that.
Yeah, since we've been on vacation, it's the cross-play from PC to PS4. We just moved the PS4 into the office, and
I don't know if we're going to move it back. I like it there.
I mean, it's going to get replaced in a.
It's going to get.
I know,
it's-
so I'm like, let's
we
just
need
leave
to.
it.
We need to find a. It's just sitting on the table right now. We need to
That's
find a
true.
permanent spot for it in the entertainment system, which has already got 14 consoles in it. So
That's true, but
Yeah.
I like it in there for sure. And it's been kind of relaxing playing that game. It's been a real
it's
stressful
relaxing.
week for me, and that game has been really zen.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it a lot. I just love completing the quest. Like every time I quest,
She's getting addicted.
She's
I'm
getting
like,
addicted.
She's doing fucking level 1 quest.
I don't even give a shit what level.
She's not
it
even
is.
looking at the
I just
thing.
want to
She's
do
like,
the quest.
this gives you 30 experience points.
She's like me early on in WoW. I was like, oh, an exclamation point! I got to finish every
Yes!
exclamation point in the area.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I realized I don't have to do that.
That shit ain't.
I haven't realized
that shit
that
ain't
yet.
10 levels.
You
10
will.
or 12 levels near me. I ain't doing it. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We tried to do our first trial last night and couldn't find a healer. And Kathy fell asleep while waiting.
Yep.
It said should take less than 5 minutes, and it was like 15 minutes later. And I look over and Kathy's like,
And then Andy was like, okay, I'm calling it. I'm like, great, I'm going to snuggle with all my emojis.
Yeah.
And I went to sleep.
Mochi.
just went to sleep for real. And I just was on a kick of listening to 90s music last night for some reason.
Nice.
Pulled up a bunch of YouTube videos and played the TurboGrafx.
I know, man. That music video is a trip.
What was your favorite out of your list of PlayStation 4 games that you played?
Oh, man, my favorite one.
Let me guess. I could narrow it down to 2.
Can I guess?
I can narrow it down to 2.
I can
Okay,
probably
I
guess.
want to hear your guesses.
Persona 5.
Stardew
Stardew
Valley.
Huh?
Stardew Valley.
I mean, I definitely put the most time into that, yeah. It
We-
had my soul.
We basically beat that game.
Well, you'll be able to tell how much time you put into it because PlayStation 5 will show all times that you've played.
God, I want that so bad. I hate it when it's like someone asks me like, "How long that game is?" Like, I fucking know. Like if there's not a timer on screen, I have no
Yeah.
idea.
I really miss that. I love that about the Nintendo stuff.
The
is
Switch?
they
It
show
tells you how long you
I just wish it was more accurate. It's like about 5 hours. Like,
Well,
don't
I
fucking
do
tell me.
hate that it kicks out the games you haven't played more recently with
Oh,
the
yeah.
new stuff, whereas the 3DS like kept up with all the shit, and I
Yeah.
like that better.
This will provide you times for your PlayStation 5 games and the 4 that you've already played, so you'll be able to go back and look at Stardew Valley and see that.
Well, you won't be able to tell how much you played because it'll be both of us.
That's true. But I love the PS4 controller. It is the Queen King of the Castle.
Queen King.
Yep.
That
Queen
the thing?
King. Yep. Emperor. Best thing ever.
I like the controller, but that I still have my fucking NES controllers from when I was a kid, and they still work. I've had 2 PlayStation 4 controllers break, and it sucks because they're expensive. But anyway,
Fair enough.
so which one, Stardew or Persona?
Probably Stardew. I mean, I love Persona, but I'm really frustrated with it right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, you still like Persona 4 better.
I've tried.
I don't know. I definitely
You beat
got
that game.
farther,
You
and
beat it.
that's funny
a couple
because
of
you've
times.
never said that.
Well, you didn't actually beat it. It's right.
There you go. See, just
Take it back.
retracted.
She saw credits. She didn't actually. I got the good ass ending of Persona 5 too.
Oh god.
They were in a van smiling. It was awesome.
What else?
Who wants to go next?
I feel like a lot of our stuff will line up
Yeah.
over the next.
You just want me to read my list? Because mine lines up with Kathy's too.
man. Oh, I guess I played Diablo 3 on the Switch. Sorry.
You played it on PS4 as well
That's
because
a
we
good
own
one.
it on PS4.
Yeah, that's a good one. I should have had that on my list.
I got Arkham Knight, Rocket League. I played that a lot.
I couldn't figure out how to do a good job in Rocket League.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
Dude, once I figured out the meta of that game,
I liked it,
It
but
was
I was
over.
like,
Yeah, same.
I keep losing. Where are the bots at? I'm tired of playing against real people.
Just Dance 2015. Like 30 minutes of Fallout 4.
I beat that game.
Until Dawn. I beat it in its entirety. I played a little bit of Diablo 3.
So one night. Like,
Yeah,
less
one
than-
night with you. I tried. Overwatch. Uncharted 4.
Woo!
I also played the collectors, where it was like the first 3 games.
Oh yeah, the HD
Yeah.
collection, the
Mhm.
HD collection. Even though
Yeah.
the last games were HD as
Yeah, I
well.
know. So I played those too. So I've played all 4 Uncharted games. Minecraft Story Mode, which my brother got me for Christmas one year. I think it was 2 Christmases ago, and I really liked it.
Is your main character named Steve?
If you choose to play the boy.
I was about to say that's not.
Which
that's
I
not
did
the case.
because Patton Oswalt plays the voice of Steve in the Minecraft Story Mode.
I bet that's hilarious.
It is so funny. Stardew Valley, Horizon Zero Dawn, which I
Oh.
did not beat.
Oh, the game's so good.
Overcooked, Life is Strange, which I did not beat.
We beat that. We played that together, remember?
Oh,
Life is Strange?
well, I didn't play it. You
Yeah,
played it. I
well,
watched.
you were there the whole time.
I think I was trying to play it as episodes were still coming out. So,
Yeah, I waited till it was a full pack. And
Yeah.
played them.
It was good.
Human Fall Flat, I played with Josh a little bit. South Park, The Fractured Butthole.
That's the
It's not this.
Lord of the Rings one.
No, that's Stick of Truth.
Stick of Truth.
Stick of Truth, I played on the 360.
Oh yeah, that was a way earlier game, wasn't it?
Yep. And then Detroit Become Human. Loved that game. I love any game that Quantum Dream, if you want to put out any game that you want to, I will play the shit out of it.
Have you played Omicron?
So,
It's on the Dreamcast and PC, I believe. David Bowie's in it.
what?
Yeah, it's weird.
That's crazy. Spider-Man, Kingdom Hearts 3, Persona 5, Red Dead Redemption 2,
Ah,
Fall Guys.
so
I'm just going based on trophies that I have gotten on PlayStation 4.
that list is like 3 times as long as the Xbox One list.
Yes, it is. I think I just, like Kathy, I think PlayStation has more games that are more suited to my genre of games that I like to play.
Well, I'm
Has
looking
that
at
always been the case?
No, because on the 360 it was the opposite. But in high school I was more
it. Did
of a
Detroit come out
tomboy.
on Xbox One?
Was it? No, I think Quantum Dream.
PlayStation
Yeah.
exclusive.
Quantum Dream games are
No, Heavy Rain
PlayStation
was a
exclusive.
PS3 exclusive.
Yeah.
So that's 3, 4 exclusives on that list.
Yeah.
Uncharted 4, Horizon Zero Dawn, Detroit Become Human, and Fall Guys. Fall Guys, that's exclusive, right?
Mm-mm.
It's not. Is it on the Xbox?
It's on.
It's not on the Xbox.
It's not.
It's on the 5.
It's on PC and PS4.
Yeah.
It's on the 5 is also exclusive, console exclusive.
Mhm.
So that's, I mean,
I think.
yeah,
I,
the exclusives are so
prefer-
much better on the PS4 generation. It's
yeah.
kind of wild.
This generation, yes.
It's rare to get a bad exclusive.
Yeah.
Was Days Gone any good?
It's alright.
Okay, I didn't play it.
I heard it was a lot worse at the beginning, but
So
after they
what-
patched it.
What do you think Shelby's favorite game?
Yeah. What do you think my favorite game on this list is?
Hold on,
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Just Dance 2015,
Nah.
Just Dance 2016,
Did I play? Do we have 2016?
We have 2017.
Just Dance 2017.
How come I didn't get any
Do you
achievements?
think
for it?
Shelby just likes to dance?
I used it as a weight loss.
Because we
thing.
bought it and you played it just a little bit, and
Oh, I might not have gotten any
Hold on,
achievements.
Josh,
It's red-
what game did you say?
it's Red Dead Redemption
Dead.
2.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah, didn't you beat that game in like 2 days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
That game is long.
but-
if y'all ain't played that game is fucking long.
But I will say, any game that Rockstar puts out will always be my game of the year
Yeah.
because their
Red Dead was good.
storytelling and their graphics and just like overall,
The story wasn't that great this time around.
I
though.
thought it
Story-
was.
Yeah, it was kind of just a lot of Dutch going into good time.
I promise you,
Need more money.
he's basically doing what Cyberpunk is doing now. We promise it will be out.
I
We promise this will
and-
be the last
And
time.
you wake up in Cuba and it's like, what?
Yeah.
didn't mind it.
Cuba sucked.
I really like Rockstar gets me.
I liked it when it started getting into like the Native American stuff and like dealing with them. That was fun. And like Arthur's whole like
Spoiler
When
for
he's-
people who haven't beat
yeah.
this game, even though you should have already. It's been a couple years. Fuck
Arthur
you.
doesn't live, guys.
Yeah,
You played
Arthur
Red Dead
dies.
1.
You get TB.
Yeah,
So
you get
suck it up.
tuberculosis, or you get shot by
Well,
what's his face.
So when that scene happens, I was so confused. I thought something was wrong with my controller because he
Oh.
all of a sudden started walking really slow and weird. I was like, hello, I'm pushing forward. Why aren't you moving? And then he collapses, and I'm like, oh, what's going on?
Well, I know he was sick because he has that little heart to heart with the nun, or is that optional? I had like a train station conversation with a nun. He was like, "I'm sick."
I think that's after you find out that you're sick.
Maybe.
Because
Should have wore his mask.
Yeah, should have. Maybe
yeah.
not punched a man with TB in the face over and over again, so he's all bloody.
Or wear your mask before you do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that part of the game stands out more in my mind than the whole, Dutch leading you along for 30 hours.
Yeah.
But in the early parts of the game, there's some good parts too with
Lenny.
God, that's got to be the best moment on PS4 ever. Like the way they use the UI to make it seem like you're drunk too, like everything's spelled wrong. You see all them women dancing, and they all have Lenny's head. That was the best fucking thing in that game. And second best was rolling up to that lady's mansion and burning it the fuck down.
Yeah.
That was great.
That was good.
That was early on too. That was
the Romeo and Juliet type.
Yep.
That storyline in particular is really fun. When you get to Saint Denis, it was okay.
Yeah. I honestly thought for Halloween I thought about going back to that game. There's a lot of little stuff that I just didn't. I wouldn't have looked it up while I was playing because I like to be a little bit surprised. But also, like, when I beat a game, that's when I pull up the phone. I'm like, all right, what did I miss? And I start looking up stuff, but I didn't for this game for whatever reason. And I started thinking, I was like, man, there's a lot of cool stuff in that game. I want, like, a lot of weird stuff, like spooky stuff. I remember when I played, I was in the swamp outside Saint Denis, and, like, these fucking zombies just killed me. Like, zombie-like people. Like, they walk up to me, and they have machetes, and they kill you in one hit.
You talking about the mountain people?
No, I believe they were called the Dead Folk or the Night Folk. That's what they called. Because I looked it up not too long ago. Because I was like, what the hell was that? Because I remember that they walk real slow and they kill you in one hit.
Scared the shit out of me.
And I found like a little church, like a little pygmy church. And apparently there's a vampire in the game. Like in Saint Denis, you can go try to find a vampire.
Interesting.
I was like, that'd be fun to like mess around with for Halloween, but I never did it. But that game's so chock full of shit. It's like, man, I would like to go back to it one day. Maybe when we get that PS5, I can see how it looks in 4K.
Getting ambushed was pretty fun.
Oh, Crash Bandicoot's down there too. I guess I
You
did.
played it like half a day.
The
Well,
Crash
because I got
Bandicoot collection.
frustrated. Of course, I didn't get
Did
any
you play the
fucking
first
trophies.
one? The first one hard as shit.
The first one on the remaster.
No, the remastered first one and the first one actually both hard as shit.
I don't remember it being that hard when I
as hell.
was a kid on the original.
2 and 3 are way
PlayStation.
easier. I could beat
It
those
was
games.
hard. I never really played the Crash Bandicoot stuff. I should have had that on my list. The Spyro.
Yeah, we had this with a Spyro trilogy and I bought both of them in a collection.
Okay.
And I played the Spyro one a lot.
Yeah, you beat the first Spyro game in like a week.
Wow.
And I started the second one. I tried the Crash Bandicoot stuff, but that was hard as shit.
I don't remember it being that hard when I was
Like, I
younger.
can't do it.
But I also think I played more of the third one, the Time Warp one.
Yeah.
Because you get to play as Coco.
Yep.
And the race game that was like Mario
Crash
Kart.
Team Racing?
But
It's
I
great.
loved Crash Team
Crash
Racing.
Team Racing's awesome.
I want the remaster, and we're gonna have a new tournament, Andy.
I'm gonna win.
No,
I gotta get that
I'm
AEW belt.
gonna drive as Coco Bandicoot.
What? That's off topic. But what the fuck? I know I shouldn't be asking this question because Nintendo never lowers their prices. But when the fuck is Mario Kart 8 on the Switch going to go down?
Is it still full
Oh
price?
yeah, we need
It's
to get it because
$50.
we got it for the Wii U.
We got it for the
It'd be
Wii U.
nice to
I have all the
Switch.
courses because it's the same game basically.
Mm-hmm.
They just added a few
Yeah,
extra
that's
bells and
true.
whistles for the Switch version. But I'd like to have it on the Switch.
Yeah.
But anyway,
What,
Maybe one day.
yes, I want to have it one day.
What about you, honey?
I'm just gonna give my top 3.
Okay.
Boom.
Yeah.
Just your top 3?
Just my top 3 because I played a poop ton and it's just I don't know. A lot of games that I played and then I just kind of quit. I'm gonna do my top 3 that I finished that I liked.
Okay.
So, no particular order. Probably be Spider-Man, Death Stranding, and there's another one I saw a minute ago.
God,
Oh, yep, God of War.
Yeah.
Those three. Those
Which one
made
do
the
you think
PlayStation
was
worth
his
it.
favorite?
Out of those three,
Yeah.
maybe God of War. But
Man,
I
they're
mean,
all equal.
I know.
Spider-Man's probably the one that like
Spider-Man
I had the most. I don't know. Some of the crazy scenes in God of War was really good too.
He played a lot of God of War.
God of War was really good.
The fact that you could like throw your axe and run to like another area, and then all you do is just hold your hand out and like, and it comes back. But yeah, those three make like the PlayStation 4 worth it. If I were to tell anybody like games that I've done that. My cousin Chuck bought a PlayStation 4, and he was like, "What game should I get?" I was like, "Gotta play this one. You gotta play this one. Gotta play this one."
Yeah.
Any exclusives. I was like, whenever they go on sale, if you see them on sale, buy them. So he's in the middle of playing through Witcher 3 right now.
Nice.
He's probably gotten farther in Witcher 3 than I did. I've tried on 3 different occasions to get myself to play. I think the last occasion I did the best, but it still got.
That's what I was gonna guess is your favorite game. I know
What?
you haven't talked about it yet, but
On PlayStation?
Spoiler alert! I'll delete that shit. Damn.
You just bleep it out.
that's my prediction.
My prediction is beep.
Speaking of Witcher, Andrew.
Toss a coin.
I know it's at the top of your list.
It's at the top of my list. Yeah, that's my favorite game of the generation.
I knew
Yeah.
it.
Who
wins?
I bought both the
Kathy
DLCs. I fucking love both the DLCs for different reasons, and the game was great. So good.
Yeah, if y'all like to read, Witcher books are really good. Y'all should read them.
I mean, I
You
might
should
want
watch
to
the
start listening to
show.
the
yeah,
audiobooks.
I had
you should
Netflix.
watch
I
the
should watch the
show.
show. I hadn't even thought about it until y'all just said it right now.
We should totally do that.
Because
We
I've
should've done
got
that
Netflix to watch Neon Genesis Evangelion. We haven't touched it, so we watched it all. So
You need to watch Witcher.
oh, we watched Spider-Man. Yeah, the Witcher 3. If anybody is out there listening who just played the base game and didn't play the DLCs, please play the DLCs, especially Hearthstone. For stuff like open world games, when they release DLC and it still takes place in the main area, they don't add a new area to explore. I'm kind of lukewarm on. I don't really like this one. So good. The story's so good. Gonaro Dim is probably one of the best villains I've ever seen. His song that plays that's associated with him is great. There's this great scene with him. Not even in the scene. It's Geralt talking to an old man who's been cursed by Gonaro Dim, and he has to stay in this white circle in his house or he'll die. And oh my god, it's such a great scene. So tense. So these are not in any order whatsoever, but these are the first two that came to mind. God of War is probably my favorite PS4 exclusive. God of War was so goddamn good. But
You did love it.
yes,
I think
and
everyone did.
yeah, it was
I loved watching it.
pretty universally acclaimed, I think. And I can't wait for God of War Ragnarok, which they've announced. Near Automata, more people should play that game. That game is fucking bizarre. It has an amazing soundtrack.
He's got the vinyl on his
Yes, but it's not the
It's
vinyl that I
Christmas
want because this the first Nier game in Nier Automata, like they can select selections. No, I want the fucking whole Nier Automata soundtrack on
You
one
tell
thing.
him.
I'll pay $90 for it. Square, just give it to me.
Also, I say near Automata, so
I don't think it's tomato.
Oh, okay, that sounds more
pronounce it
familiar to me because I
differently.
think Automata I've heard.
we pronounce it differently. I don't know which is
I think I
correct.
pronounce it every single time. I pronounce it differently every single time it comes out of my mouth. But it's great. 26 endings to that game.
Damn.
Go for it. Uncharted 4. So you mentioned Uncharted 4. It's great. Also, cameo from Crash Bandicoot in that game.
Yeah.
Who remembers that?
Yeah, I do.
At the beginning and the end.
Yes. Such
Uncharted 4 was good.
Yeah.
Better than Uncharted 3.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Uncharted 3
not as good
pissed
as
me
2,
off
though. I
because
like 2 the
of the.
best.
2 is really good.
There was this one part, and I think I've brought this up before, where in Uncharted 3, you're on this bridge, and they're throwing grenades like crazy, and like, it really pisses me off.
There's-
Hello, I can.
They're
It's
trying to
fine.
get out of frame, babe.
There's
Take-
one.
take care of me.
There's one. The part in Uncharted 3 that stands out in my mind the most that I hated was you're on a boat, like a cargo ship, and it's just like pirates on the cargo ship, and they're shooting you from all different directions. Like, I don't know where you guys are
I
at.
hate that.
Oh my god. Horizon Zero Dawn, also an
I wish I would
exclusive.
have beaten it.
I've tried twice.
Yeah, I've tried twice.
I beat it. It's
I guess
um,
I'll beat it someday before the
the
comes
ending
out.
kind of fell flat for me because it is such a contained story, but then it's just like sequel time. You're like, what?
Oh.
But they're making a sequel, so I guess it doesn't matter. Persona 5, we talked about Persona 5. Persona 5 is great. Rogue Legacy. Downloaded that game
Oh,
on
yeah.
PS4. Is probably the first roguelike that I
I played that.
Yeah, it was great. You played
It
it on
was
the Vita.
good.
And
I don't think I did.
you did. Because it was cross-buy. You played it on the Vita.
She's looking at you
Promise
like,
you, when you go home and turn on the Vita, there's a Rogue Legacy thing.
Okay.
Anyway,
I didn't play it there.
it's
Maybe
great.
you
Well,
did.
I beat it on the PS4, and it was awesome. So y'all ready for Remake Town? Mm-hmm. The Ratchet & Clank remake, the Final Fantasy VII remake, and the Resident Evil 2 remake.
You
All
love that Ratchet
great.
and Clank.
That Ratchet & Clank, I'm like 2 trophies away from getting the Platinum.
Are you excited about the new one?
Yes.
That's coming out?
Yes, and I wasn't really... I rented the first Ratchet & Clank on the PlayStation 2. I was like, this is cool, and never thought about it again. But the remake looks so goddamn good. It was only $40 when it launched. So I think Kathy got it for me for my birthday one year.
And you loved every second.
I played that. I beat it, started it right back up again to keep playing. I was like, I'm going to get this Platinum. But one of the trophies is there's like little race parts of the game. You have to get a trophy for getting a certain time on the race, and I'm nowhere near it. So I was like, fuck. The Final Fantasy VII remake.
Man, I still want to play that.
If Cyberpunk comes out this year, A, and is any good, B, or is not that good, Final Fantasy VII remake will be my game. Straight up.
I need more time to play games. Don't y'all feel this way?
Didn't you just take a vacation?
I know. I need another one. I gotta play more games.
And now that you've got yourself hooked on a MMO,
Yeah.
Oh, no,
and you played
you're
MMO
never
the
going to
whole
have
time.
time for any other games ever again.
That's not true. I played through a game. I beat a game while playing Final Fantasy 14.
I'm never touching another
Well,
game.
I will say I really like playing that Final Fantasy 14.
Y'all need to play
because
more
me and
games.
Andy
This
don't play
podcast doesn't
many games
exist if we don't play
together.
games.
It's
I'm
kind
gonna
of cool.
play Miles Morales. Come on now. And maybe Godfall if I get some actual reviews other than just a blind
Yeah.
buy. I've had Demon Souls in my cart now, back and forth, and deciding if I want to accidentally break a PlayStation 5 controller.
I've got a big Visa gift card I've been sitting on since April, and I'm going to buy a bunch of PlayStation 5
How do you
games.
sit on a Visa gift card since April? I don't even think I could do that. I'd have that spent.
I was like, these are
Quit.
PlayStation 5 games. So I saw it. I was like, that's PlayStation 5
I went
games.
to Sephora and wrecked that bitch.
That's right.
I had a plan in April. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Just, we talked about it in the podcast. It's really good. And I was a person prepared to hate it.
Prepared to
Because
hate what now?
Final Fantasy
Final
VII Remake.
Oh, yeah.
Where's
that's
it
good.
at? I don't even see it up here.
I want to play it.
Oh, I bought it digital, didn't I?
You
I say
don't
Final
own
Fantasy
it.
15.
You tell them.
I don't.
I bought, yeah, that game came out
During COVID?
peak lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it drive through at Best Buy.
Speaking of
Oh, that's why we
lockdown
got it
games,
digital.
Yeah,
Andy was
I
trying
know.
to convince me to buy Animal Crossing on, digitally because of the pandemic. I was like, fuck no, I'm buying that shit.
I bought it digitally.
On regular.
Well,
Like,
someone else bought it for you and you went and picked it up.
that's true. Paula bought it for me and I picked it up. Sent her some Venmo money.
In the Resident Evil 2 remake, we've talked about it at the podcast in the past. It's really, really good. I'm probably in some downtime maybe next year. Going to go for the Leon playthrough on the new TV. Red Dead Redemption 2, we talked about that. Just
Best game.
great. Not as good as Red Dead 1. but
I'll agree.
really
So
good.
sweet.
Marvel Spider-Man, I agree with what Josh said. Is fucking great.
I cannot wait till.
I don't own
So-
I do not own a physical version of that.
Of what?
Marvel Spider-Man.
That came out close to when we had a hurricane, and the only reason that I beat it in 3 days is because I had nothing else to do.
Yeah, the game's awesome.
Yeah.
I bought it digitally because there was nothing at the stores on Black Friday that I wanted physically for games, and they were running a sale on PSN for it. So I was like, "Fuck it,
That
I
game
want a
hit
Black
you in
Friday
the
game."
feels too.
Oh yeah.
It's one of the few games in a while that's hit me in the feels
I,
where I was like, oh.
I did tear up during that part.
Yeah. But I can't wait for the new one. I hope that it's more than just a add-on, because people are saying that since
It's the same. It's just like what's that? Infamous First Light.
Second Son.
Second Son was the game, the main game. Then they did a DLC release called First Light, which was a different character but the same town and a different story.
Oh.
So I think that's basically what it's going to be. 'Cause it's only $40 physical.
Yeah. I can't wait for that one. I've heard that from someone that it looks fantastic on PlayStation 5.
Yeah, they've put up 4K videos on
Yeah.
YouTube now. You can watch it. It looks really good. Another remake, Trials of Mana. It's a remake of Seiken Densetsu 3, which was a Mana game that did not come out over here. It was really good. Neat little game. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Played through all of those, and Origins. I don't know why I didn't put Origins up there, because I'd totally beat Origins. 4 Assassin's Creed games on the PlayStation 4. 4 and 4.
Our sister-in-law really loves
4
Assassin's
and 4.
Creed too.
Yeah, that's like the only game she plays too.
Yeah, that's weird.
That and like Fallout. But yeah, out of those, Odyssey, Syndicate, Black Flag, Origins. Odyssey was probably my favorite because
That's the one you played the most recently, right?
yeah, that's the one I played during quarantine. I had 2 weeks off from work for quarantine. And I just played the snot out of the game. Then Final Fantasy 7 came out, and I played the snot out of that. Then I went back to Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Syndicate was really good. I liked the 2 protagonists. There was the brother and the sister.
Oh, is that the London one?
Yes, and you run in all the historical figures there, like Sir Arthur and Conan Doyle, and it's just
Nice.
a bunch of different people. Black Flag was really good. Origins is probably my least favorite, simply because when I beat that game, it didn't give me the trophy for beating it, and I'm pissed.
Oh,
Game glitched out.
listen up, PlayStation.
Fucking Doom 2016. More people need to play Doom. I keep telling my friends who I know would love Doom, you should play Doom. They don't play Doom. Doom was so fucking good. It was
I feel like Mike would have been the one.
that's what I keep telling him. He's like, I
with
don't know,
most
man. I'm
things
like,
played in.
it's like, listen to this soundtrack, and it's like fucking just the most pumping metal you've ever heard in your life.
Chris, I don't think we'll like it.
Well, I don't tell him. I tell
Me and
like,
Chris are more in line
I
with
tell
the games
I tell
that we
my,
like.
my friend Tony and Mike, he should play this. Just insane. I think I beat that game in like 3 sittings. Like it grabs you by the balls and doesn't let go.
God damn it.
Control. More people should play Control.
Wasn't that supposed to come out on Game Pass? That was something that they announced last E3. That they were like, it's going to come out on Game Pass, and I've been waiting for it to come out on Game Pass, and it never did.
Well, it's just a great story. It has a very prestige television type feel to it. And the Ashtray Maze, probably second greatest moment of the generation for me. It was Lenny, Ashtray Maze.
No Ghost of Tsushima on here?
Yeah. Ghost of Tsushima should be up there. I totally played and beat that game. It was kind of there. It was fine.
Andy
need to go
didn't
back.
love that game.
I need to go back and...
He didn't love it. I saw you had it up earlier, I think. Is that what you had
It's
up?
I think it was just
the
a background.
yeah, it's just the background.
But yeah, I tried Ghost... So I
Ghost
played
of Tsushima.
and continued playing more, and then Avengers came out and I never went back. But one of the people I watch on Twitch was playing it, and I was like, gotta go back and play this. But
Michael.
maybe I'll wait until PS5 comes out.
They added multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the PS5 version is going to run at 60.
Yeah,
Like,
so
straight up.
I'll just wait till that comes out and then just load my save onto that and start playing again.
I'll play. I'll be your tag along buddy.
Yeah, and Control's
You
getting
can't play like
an
that.
Ultimate Edition on the PS5 and the Xbox One Series X. It's going to have the ray tracing and all the stuff that's on the PC straight on the console. And yeah, people should play with that so I could talk about the story with them while I can still remember it. Because I'm going to forget about it.
Babe,
What?
get
You're
on
not
it.
gonna
playing
forget. You don't
WoW.
forget nothing.
I know we're playing WoW right now. We're playing WoW with all our friends.
It just so happens that, unfortunately, right at the time that all these things are coming out, we have a major expansion.
I know the
release
new WoW expansion is coming out, and you're not gonna hear from us for months.
Because otherwise, we would be over playing Final Fantasy
When's
with
it?
y'all.
Yeah,
When's it coming out?
26.
My brother, he was trying to catch up.
Yeah, he made a healer.
He made a healer. Yep.
And he
was
gained
trying to
10
catch up.
levels in 3 hours.
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
So he could play with us.
I don't think he's played since then.
Yeah.
Put him on my friends list. I was just watching
I
this
think
level
he's
go
on
up. I was like,
vacation
"What the
this.
hell, dude?"
He's on vacation this upcoming week, so he'll catch up.
Oh, there you go.
Don't worry.
Because I have not a max level paladin anymore. It's level 60.
Oh,
level
on
70.
Final
What's
Fantasy.
the max level right now? 80?
I'm level 30.
I'll have to. I don't know what class I would play in Final Fantasy.
Well, there's a lot of them.
But if it's similar to WoW,
And they
I'll
all have
probably
stupid names.
end up being a mage or
The
something.
names in that game are so goddamn stupid. So stupid. Everyone's name that you talk to, every town you go to, every class name. You're like, what the fuck is a thaumaturge?
A thaumaturgy? I don't know how you
See,
say it.
she don't even know either.
Thaumaturge.
That's what you are.
I know.
I'm surprised they even called it a gladiator, like not Baloopa or something. Like
Oh,
just
loop loop.
It's probably a thaumaturge.
every single name has 5 or 6
But it sounds like a
vowels in
turd.
it. Yeah.
Thaumaturge.
Yeah, you have to switch jobs soon, so then you can become a...
I think
You
I
know
got.
what,
I think I got a notification that said I can do that.
Hey.
Yeah.
You play that game, right?
What? Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have like 300 hours in
She
it.
has
I
a
think.
question.
I got a question. So,
This is still PS4 related, guys. She's playing on PS4.
yeah. I've been playing, and I'm doing the thaumaturge thing. When should I start joining other guilds and stuff?
Oh, you can join a guild whenever you want.
Should I join all the guilds? Should I pick one?
Oh, you mean pick another class or another job?
I don't know. There's guilds and stuff everywhere. Like, when should I?
But they're related to your job. I'm in the gladiator one. I'm doing the gladiator stuff, and you're doing the
Thaumaturge stuff, but there's like a billion. There's like the Weavers Guild. There's like
yeah. There is stuff like that.
Yeah.
all kinds
The
of
Weaver's
mess.
Guild's right next to the Gladiators Guild, I believe.
Yeah. I can't remember what the pathing is to get to the next, to like the main job.
Are there certain paths that I should take?
Yeah, so once you get...
You gotta,
We probably have like 5 or 6 YouTube videos we need to watch.
you gotta
Yeah.
send me like some kind of guide or something.
the Final Fantasy wiki is the best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a tab pulled up on it for like quests and stuff, and just
Because there's also, like, it shows you how far you're through the main story and all that.
Mm.
So I guess we got to wrap this up because we're getting ready to... we
hold on.
seven.
I got one more thing.
He's got one more.
So
Nice.
I was gonna bring a third box, and that was the PSVR box.
Yeah.
But
Why didn't
it's,
you bring it?
It's really big. And then at that point, like, where do we stop? This is a launch Xbox One box. This is a launch PS4 box. That's clean as you can get. At that point, I'm gonna start bringing games. I'm like, look at this, yeah. Near.
All ours are down there.
But anyway, at PSVR, it was so surprising that they were pull that off on a console that is relatively not that powerful.
Yeah.
And it works. I remember first putting it on and doing the Shark Tank demo and like freaking out,
Yep.
having a little hype thing like whoa. But the games are pretty damn good. So we got Astrobot Rescue Mission.
You loved it.
Fucking love that game. Fucking love that game. The next Astrobot thing is going to be built into the PlayStation 5, and it's not going to be VR, but it's a little romp through PlayStation history, is my understanding. Pixel Rip 1995. Straight up gamer nostalgia. People need to play that if you were a gamer in the 90s, because you'll be like, I remember this shit. I remember going to Blockbuster.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I like watching it on the outside, but like I said earlier, VR games tire me out real quickly.
Yeah, and we got Skyrim on the PlayStation VR.
Oh, interesting.
And yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can turn on the PSVR and a lot of VR headsets to make things more comfortable for you. Like a lot of vignetting around you, so you only see that like tunnel vision style.
I remember that.
I'll get there. And like stuff where you can move around and you move in increments, so it's not full movement, or you teleport. Just all this stuff to make you less motion sick. I turned all that shit off on Skyrim, and I cannot play that game for more than 10 minutes because it feels like I've been reading in a car.
Yeah.
And it's you just get that stomach feeling. Like, oh, so that stuff's there for a reason.
For sure.
But
Well, I can't even play it no more because Andy's got that big head and he doesn't stretch out the VR headset. And my little head gets in there and I can see all the stuff around me.
whatever, we're gonna get that Oculus Quest 2 and get a second headset,
Well,
second head strap.
just saying.
If we ever get a house,
We
we're
need
gonna vibe.
Yes, okay. I was like, we ain't buying it now. We ain't got no room. We ain't got no room.
My favorite VR game though was the Resident Evil, and I just
Resident Evil
love.
VR, too.
What was that one with the games? There were just the fun games like we played this
Right,
Like
kitty
bar
cat?
fight
one.
where you were a kid.
We played this
I was a cat.
volleyball one with their heads.
Oh, that was just like a PlayStation Worlds or VR
Yeah, I
Worlds or
love
something like
that.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
they had
that's
one
good
where
stuff.
you're like a London gangster in a car firing guns on a bridge.
That one made me nauseous.
I was a kitty cat, and it made my voice sound weird.
Yeah, they drunken bar fight.
That
Just
one's a
fucking
fun
great.
one.
That was the best one ever.
Yeah.
You just hold him by the head and you're
It's
like,
hilarious. Yeah, I enjoyed that one a
Just
lot.
and I'm so psyched that it will work on the PlayStation 5. You just need an adapter for your camera, because the camera won't plug. The PS4 camera will not plug directly into the PlayStation 5. You just need a little adapter. So the PlayStation VR will work on the PlayStation 5. So,
That's cool.
but I imagine once the PlayStation 5 comes out and the PS4 goes into the game room officially and not the living room, the PSVR is going to go with it. If I had to guess, but yeah, that's it for me, and that's it for the old consoles. Fuck you. It's time for some new shit.
4 days away.
I'm-
35.
I think I'm gonna play more PS4 now.
We're
It's
gonna
in the game room.
And we got next Thursday for the PlayStation 5, next Tuesday for the Xbox Series X. I'm hoping this will be up before PlayStation 5, because this might take a little bit.
It's our new format.
But yeah, so I never thought about how to end this. So here we are.
Introduce ourselves.
Oh, we didn't do an intro, Andy.
Hey, welcome everybody. This is episode
We gotta
14
redo this.
of the Pixel Pub podcast. My name is Andy. Who I got over here?
Kathy.
Who I got over there? Who I got over there? And that's it.
Shit.
Goodbye, everybody.
We're done.
Hope y'all have a happy launch day for Bucky console, your console of choice. That's it for us. Goodbye.
Cheers.
Super Kick Father!